When we think about sport management programs around the nation and kind of those pillars that make them great and strong, you think about kind of that academic innovation, student enrichment, and really professional development. And I think a lot of programs do well, kind of capturing a couple of those, but here at KU Sport Management, they've really exceeded in each of those areas. And not only that, they really kind of have a leg up due to their proximity to those real world experiences, to the sport organizations that are right in our backyard. And so for me to be in that kind of environment that instills that innovation and student enrichment is something that as a teacher, I couldn't ask for anything more. To me, it's that family, that community piece. Being a Southeast Kansas native, growing up on a farm, that's always been something that's been important to me. I graduated with 42 students, and so I take a lot of pride in my experience having been at a small school, and I see that as something that large institutions are challenged by. And so for me, to be able to bring that kind of environment and what I know for that small classroom feel to class sizes of, that we have here of 70 and, a major that has over 300 students in it is something that I take a ton of pride in. And to have that support from top down, from Dean Ginsburg to our amazing leader, Dr. Jordan Bass, to have that support is something that really fires me up to be back and keeps me hungry to keep working each day. To me, it's that individualized learning experience. I take a lot of pride in our students knowing that even in class sizes of 70 plus, they're more than just a name on a roster sheet. I see postings and things and I get students in my mind that I'm like, hey, that would be perfect for them. So I kind of like encourage them to look at that. And that's something that for me, when I had a professor in college, a night class, and one of the things he used to say was, if anybody says teaching's a hard profession, they're lying. It's the easiest profession in the world, and I really want to push back on that and say that doing it the way that we do it here in KU Sport Management, it's hard. We put a lot of work into that, and to go into the classroom and see and know our students' names, and to know not only their names but where they're from, what they're interested in, their passions. I've really shifted that mindset of we want to find you a job to we want to find you the right job. And that's something that I know we bring and instill into each of our classes. And so to me, I think a lot of our students appreciate that extra, going that extra mile. So I earned my bachelor's in elementary education at Pittsburgh State University, and I minored in business administration, marketing, and public relations. And so that's really where I started trying to find the intersection of how I could teach, but then also kind of work in kind of business and those kind of fields. And so I started exploring while I was student teaching second grade what a master's in sport management would look like. And at the time I was kind of interested in an MBA, but I thought, hey, I love sport management. I like the sport lens. I think that's something very niche and unique. And so I applied while sitting at one of my little second graders' desk on my lunch break for KU's in-person at the time graduate master's program. And so I came up here for 2 years to the University of Kansas, did my master's, and then ended up doing the thesis route. So I kind of showed that I was somewhat competitive within the research space, and they offered me that chance to continue on for 3 more years to earn my PhD. And in addition to my sport management PhD, I also pursued and completed my certificate in entrepreneurship. In my quote-unquote free time, I run. I'm a big-time distance runner, marathoner, kind of the baby ultras even. I've run 50Ks, and so that takes a lot of my time when I'm not here on campus and working on my classes. And so I run anywhere from 100 to 160 miles in a week. So obviously that takes a ton of my time, and I've definitely reaped the benefits of that. I've competed and qualified for 2 Olympic trials in the marathon, 2020 and then 2024 here. And then I've represented Team USA at the 50K World Championships over in Brasov, Romania. And so, kind of that balance between both teaching about sport management, but also having kind of my boots on the ground and kind of getting to live that kind of athlete life still is a big part of what I do in my free time. Outside of that, my new puppy that my fiance Carly and I got, Summit, is a mini Bernedoodle, and I will say that any extra free time I have goes directly to him and helping him have the best life.